Imagine standing on a marble quay at dawn, the Mediterranean breathing salt into the air, and before you rises a city so bright it was said sailors could see it glowing before they saw the coastline. This is Alexandria, and you have arrived during its final golden hour. 2,000 years ago, there was a place where the entire ambition of the ancient world converged. Not Rome, not Athens, Alexandria. Founded by a young conqueror who never lived to see it finished, this city became something no one had ever built before. A place where knowledge itself was the treasure. Not gold, not grain, not conquest. Scholars traveled here from Persia, from India, from Carthage, chasing something more valuable than any empire. But what few of them knew, walking these streets, breathing this air, arguing beneath these colonnades, was that they were living inside a story with an ending. A fire was coming. Slowly, over centuries, this city would lose the very thing that made it immortal. Today, before that ending, we walk through Alexandria exactly as it was, before the flames, before the silence, before history forgot what was lost. You arrive by sea, and the first thing that strikes you isn't the city, it's the light. A tower taller than anything you have ever seen bends fire into the night sky, guiding 1,000 ships safely home. This is the Pharos, one of the great wonders of the ancient world. And it does more than guide sailors. It announces something. It says, "You have arrived somewhere important." The harbor churns with movement. Egyptian grain barges sit beside Phoenician traders. Greek merchants haggle over papyrus and glassware. Somewhere in the crowd, a man argues in Aramaic, while another counts coins in a dialect of Punic. The air smells of salt, tar, spiced oil, and the distant sweetness of Nile lotus carried on river barges from the south. This is not simply a port. This is where 3 continents meet, trade, and occasionally distrust one another beautifully. And rising above it all, visible from nearly every street, is the reason so many of them came in the first place. Alexander the Great built this city as a bridge between Greek and Egyptian worlds. But it was the Ptolemies, the dynasty that inherited Egypt after his death, who gave it a soul. They didn't just want a capital, they wanted a monument to human curiosity itself. So they built the Mouseion, a temple not to a god, but to the muses of knowledge. Attached to it, growing year after year like a living organism, was the library. Walk through its halls, and you would see something almost unimaginable for the ancient world. Scrolls stacked floor to ceiling. Scholars from a dozen nations debating in open courtyards. A translation project attempting to gather every known text on earth into one place. Mathematics from Babylon, medicine from Egypt, philosophy from Athens. Astronomy borrowed and refined from cultures most Greeks had never even heard of. Ships docking in the harbor were sometimes searched not for weapons. If a scroll was found aboard, it could be confiscated, copied, and only the copy returned to its owner. The original stayed here forever. It sounds almost aggressive, and in some ways, it was. Alexandria didn't just want to be great, it wanted to own the entire memory of the world. But step away from the Mouseion, and Alexandria reveals a very different rhythm. This was not only a city of philosophers, it was a city of ordinary people building ordinary lives beside extraordinary ideas. Bakers shout over the morning crowd, their ovens filling narrow alleyways with warm bread and wood smoke. Egyptian priests move quietly toward temples dedicated to Serapis, a god deliberately designed to unite Greek and Egyptian belief under one image. Dockworkers haul amphorae of wine. Children chase each other through market stalls selling dyed linen, exotic spices, and small clay idols meant to protect a household from misfortune. Slaves and free citizens, Greeks and Egyptians, Jews and Nubians, all move through these same streets, layered into a hierarchy that is rigid, but never entirely separate. Alexandria's genius wasn't harmony, it was proximity. Everyone, everywhere, colliding constantly. And it's in this collision, this friction between cultures, ideas, and ambitions, that Alexandria's brilliance keeps sparking to life.